Lego Transformers 2007 movie, Jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done it again. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Say here. Let's get right into it. Okay, so here we have Jazz, aka Optimus Prime's first lieutenant. And he is an Autobot that made his first appearance in the Transformers 2007 movie. But unfortunately, this was also his last movie appearance, because by the end of the movie, Megatron decided to go and snatch this boy's life up. However, even though he was the smallest of the Autobots in that movie, he was a valued team member. Okay, so for a size comparison, here he is next to a cell phone, and here he is next to a bottle of water. He is a good 6 inches, I'd say, maybe even 5.5. And do you know how long it took me to build this 5.5 inch robot? Go on, take a guess. Take a guess. 16 hours. And that is honestly because I actually had to redesign this thing 3 different times. The first 2 versions had clearance issues that were so bad it could not even transform. So realistically, had I used the final design the first time, I probably would have finished this in about 6 to 7 hours. But I do have good news. Some of you may have seen my Ironhide video. And due to the way that his chest transforms, I actually had to remove the head in order for him to transform into his vehicle bone. However, with this build, ladies and gentlemen, the head stays on. Okay, he is very fragile, but I dare move him just so I can show you guys the articulation. So he is balanced on a stand here, but it's mainly just the upper part of his transformation here that has to balance on the stand, because otherwise he'll just fall backwards. Alright, so as you can see, we do have just backward leg movement here. His waist is restricted by the bumper, so the legs cannot move forward. The arms are on ball joints, and it was actually required that they be on ball joints for the transformation because the arms form the side of the car. They can move up and down, and they are also very fragile as well. And he has some little fingers there. What's actually crazy about those hands though was these were actually the weirdest hands I've ever built. I was looking at some toy versions of this guy, and he has just like little nubs for hands. Like what is he gonna do with those? And lastly, we do have just some upward and downward movement of the head there. I also did take like an extra 5 minutes just to build out his weapons and accessories here. This is supposed to be a shield that he has, and it has like a gun, I guess, in the middle of the shield. And then this is like his little gun that I saw he had in some of the action figures, but I've never actually seen him use it in the movie. Maybe if you would have used it, Megatron wouldn't have ripped you in half, boy. Stupid. Yeah, that was good. Bet you he feels bad about that now. You know what's crazy? I actually recorded that footage but didn't realize he's actually using the gun in the GIF that I put at the beginning of the video. In terms of details, there's really not much on this guy, only due to the fact that he is just really small, so I kind of had to make some compromises in terms of details. However, as you can see, we do have the red logo there, as well as the visor on his eyes here, and just a couple of headlights and lights from the car mode on various places of his body. Okay, let's get right into the transformation. Okay, and here we have Jazz in his vehicle mode. I'd say he looks pretty decent. I mean, as you can see, there are a few gaps there. We got some gap action going, but unfortunately they had to be there because that's the only way he's gonna be able to transform, is if there's just a little space in between his parts. As for details, he can roll just ever so slightly. And as you can see, we have the bumper here. He's got the grills on the bumper. The logo that was on his chest is now where it's supposed to be. And he's got a couple of headlights here where they're supposed to be, as well as the tail fin and the tail lights. An additional unintended mechanic of his transformation is the hood can actually open up here, and the gun actually attaches right over here, and he can like shoot things from his hood. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you guys are interested in seeing another Lego Transformer from the 2007 movie, definitely check out my Ironhide video, which I will link at the end of this video. I plan on doing Ratchet and Bumblebee next, so stay tuned for those. But for now, let's get right into that piece count.